A cube is a three-dimensional object. The sketch on this page is in 2 dimensions, but it is made in a way that the viewer perceives a cube. And here we go back to a sketch of a Kleenex box used in a previous lesson. If we cut along some of the edges of a box, we can flatten it out. This flat representation of a box is called a net. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the Kleenex, but show the hole in the box for orientation purposes, because that'll help us mark where the top of the box is. So then we make it a little smaller so that when we make some cuts to flatten it out, it'll fit on this page. And our first 3 cuts are going to be right there so that we can swing out the right side. And then we're going to make similar cuts on the left side so we can swing out the left side. And once those cuts have been made, it allows us to unfold it so that the top and the back come out there. And then there's one other thing we still can't see, but when we unfold it, the bottom comes out there. And now you can see that we've made some cuts, flattened the box out, and all 6 faces or sides of the box are shown. And we'll mark them. The top, of course, was easy to find because that's where the hole for the tissue is. Then we have the front, the back, the left, the right, and the bottom. And it turns out we could have made cuts in other places. We could have made some cuts so that when we unfolded it, it looked like this. Also possible to make some cuts so that our net looks like this. Or this. And here's a net for a cube where all 6 faces are the same. If you cut this out, you could fold it back up and you would get a cube. There are 11 distinct ways to draw a net for a cube, and this is just one way. See if you can figure out the other 10 ways. And if you want to check your work, I'm sure a search on the internet will give you several sources that will show you all the 11 ways that you can draw a net for a cube. A net is a 2-dimensional figure that can be folded into a 3-dimensional object. In this lesson, we looked at nets for rectangular solids.